shit.
Don't waste it.
Comics Plus, what is going on? My name is Akasan.
Hey, it's Marta.
And excuse the background. It's earthquake damage. I'm just going to blame it on the earthquake that Japan had while Attack on Titan was being shown. So I think this episode's going to be a little short from what I've heard. I completely, either I slept through it or ironically, I was watching this anime called Japan Sinks, which is basically about a huge earthquake where Okinawa like legit disappears, goes underwater, and the rest of the main island of Japan is sinking. So it's very Walking Dead-ish survival style situation. It shows Japan in a very dark light, so to speak, which was kind of interesting, but I just thought it was Eren, I guess, was doing a partial rumbling, or Zeke, I guess Zeke's plan is coming into fruition here. Like, literally, like, could you imagine just
they totally planned that. What are you talking about? The makers of Attack on Titan totally planned it.
Like, it's wild. Like, a few weeks ago, we had another big earthquake as well. And I was rewatching season 1 of Attack on Titan, and it was when Annie was like running when she first appeared and was running, and you could hear her footsteps, and then my whole house starts shaking. I'm like, man, this is some 40x shit right here. I'm like, this is great. But yeah, I was like, it's funny, maybe just because Attack on Titan is just that good, but it's just funny how relatable it all can be. Very interesting, very interesting. Yeah. So anyways, guys, it looks like this is going to be a shorter episode, but on top of that, we did get some information. There was a trailer that came out. Neither of us have actually watched the trailer because I didn't want to get spoiled on anything, but it looks like the season finale to this show is going to be the 28th of this month, 28th, 29th, depending on where you're coming from. So that will be interesting because that only means that we have 2 more episodes. And then I'm really wondering, what are they going to do about the last couple of minutes of this particular episode? Are they going to re-air it, or because it the full version of it is not on Netflix? Nothing exists.
Not on Hulu.
Yeah. Nothing exists right now. So I guess contractually they need to air it. They need to broadcast it first and then put it on syndication. But this has happened before, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember recently. Probably one of the more important one was I think it was My Hero Academia or Fire Force, when there was a actual arson. I remember Fire Force skipped a week because there was a animation studio that was an arsonist lit that place up.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah, it was a Kyoto Animation thing where they lit it up, and a bunch of people died, so they delayed it for like a 1 week or something. Oh, you know what it was though? What usually is happening is what they usually do, because this is a very unique situation, but usually if there's a problem or if there's an emergency or something, they just cancel the airing of the episode, and then the following week they air it. But in this particular situation, the earthquake happened right at the last couple of minutes, so I don't know if they're going to just re-air it next week.
So you mean would they take a time slot before the new episode, or it would completely replace the airing of the newest episode?
My guess is that I don't think they can just drop it in an hour early. I know people
that would probably be really expensive.
yeah, people think the world revolves around Attack on Titan. It really doesn't anymore. Like it's like legit. Everybody just talks about Jujutsu no Kaisen and Evangelion right now, which released their latest final movie, which I'm not gonna go watch. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Happy daylight savings times, everybody. 17.
Happy Pi Day.
Yeah,
also.
Pi Day. Right.
Yeah, it's
White Day.
3.14.
White Day for White Day for Japan here and Korea. Hey,
I have my pizza pie.
Nice. That's why I was seeing that pie sign today. Yeah. All right. Full reaction is available on Patreon, guys. Make sure you check that out. That's probably going to be the best way. It's going to be funny, particularly this feed that I have, this copy I have. It's going to be funny to just see like the earthquake warning coming on right now. So yeah, it must have happened around 12:30 or so when the earthquake happened, because the first image right now is Gabby, and I love Gabby.
I love to hate Gabby.
Yeah,
I love to hate her.
And I think
she's a great character. She's a great character.
She's one of the best.
I love
one
to
of the
hate
best.
her.
Yeah, she's one of the best because I really want to see if you can unbrainwash the brainwashed, you know. But yeah, it looks like it happened around 12 o'clock. Yeah, I was definitely watching Civil War by that time. That's quite interesting. I didn't notice it at all. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Your latest reaction starts now. Still faster?
Hold on. I think we're synced now.
Okay.
He's like, hey, how's it going, you guys?
Hands on the table. Poor Mikasa.
She's like shitting herself.
She's fucking shook. Didn't he write a letter explain all that shit?
No, I don't think so.
Mikasa. Ew.
Yo, and Peak is still outside. She's seeing them being cuffed.
Okay. Oh fuck!
Whoa! Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Which means, wait, does that mean? Wow. Yeah.
Huh. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Huh.
Oh wow.
Oh, shit. This is awesome. What an awesome
you're
reveal.
breaking her heart though.
This is crazy.
Wow.
Oh, this is so mean but awesome.
Fuck, Eren.
What? What? No, what? That's not true. Wait, why did she do that?
Oh shit. Good point. Because I can whoop your ass.
Because
Yeah.
I can kick your
Oh
ass.
my god. Oh my god.
Oh, why? Come on, dude. Overkill. Oh, too much. Come on, man. This is hard to watch.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow, okay. That's where it's going down.
Uh-oh.
ひでえ拷問を考えるもんだ。読書を続けろ。
Oh no.
了解だ、ボス。
イグシスの返答がどうであろうと奴を切る。完全武装の兵士が30名。この森を上から囲んでいる。
30? Uh-oh.
That's 30 fucking Titans.
Yep. Oh, he's
wait a
confident.
second. What the fuck? What?
He's like, and I'm out of here.
He's getting rid.
Oh! Ah, shit. There they go. Oh. Damn. Oh, I am so sorry. Levi, I am so sorry, Levi. I feel so bad for him right now.
The way he took off like that. Here we...
Oh my god.
Oh,
he does have it in him.
No. Wait.
Yeah, remember? He got
No.
the one drop
I
in
know,
his
I know,
mouth.
but only a little bit.
Yeah, but the fact that he felt it
Oh,
means
shit.
that it's in him.
I get it.
Holy crap. This is so fucking horrible.
Quite some time ago.
Holy crap. Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa. Oh, no. Oh.
Wow. That's fucked up though. Wow.
Oh, damn.
That sucks, man.
He doesn't want to kill them.
Is he about to?
Unless yeah, he's about to. Well, I'm glad the earthquake didn't happen in that moment. Cut the show off there.
全世界の勢力がもうじきこの島に集結してしまう。それがどういうことか分かっていない。リヴァイ。
No, Levi's still alive. He's gonna be bloody as fuck, but he's alive.
Yeah.
ちゃんと場所と時間を覚えているんだろうな。
Just chilling. Oh! Yeah.
Woo! Oh, he's so bloody.
Yeah, you really thought that was gonna keep him down?
Yeah.
Let's go, boy.
Oh.
Let's go, boy.
Woo!
Let's go. You gotta throw.
What?
Oh my god.
Ew.
And he hardened the back of his nape. There you go. Wow. Whoa. Oh!
Oh my god, this is awesome!
Exactly.
Yep. Woo!
Oh shit.
Don't waste it.
Woo!
Ah!
Oh my god.
Woo! right out of him. He
Well
literally
done. Well
blew his
done.
ass out of
Holy
his own Titan body.
shit. Cut that fucker's head off.
Just chop his head off. Just chop his head off.
No, yeah, just do it. Oh my god.
Mistake.
Wow.
Big mistake.
That was dope though.
Yeah.
People are feeling it, yeah. Oh boy.
Oh shit.
お久しぶりです、教官殿。突然ですが、この兵団支部は我々が占拠しました。イエーガー派とか言われている。
And they will happily serve you, buddy.
これより我々の指示に従い動いてもらいます。イエーガー。このまま時代遅れの兵団に従属して。
Wow.
The young are taking over.
Wow.
Wow, this is so. Earthquake.
Right. Oh shit.
Wow.
That's the real rumbling. Wow, it was a 5-point earthquake too. No. What? You need to kill this? Come on now.
This is like some. Oh my god.
That's too much. That's it.
Oh!
That's it. That's it.
No.
That's it. That's all you get.
Damn.
Man, all right. Well, there you have it, folks. That was the latest episode of Attack on Titan, albeit short and got cut off right when it was about to get really good. But I mean, either way, I'm sure there's like one more thing that was like what that was 6 minutes left still, possibly about 6 more minutes, 5 to 6 more minutes.
We don't get the preview for the next episode.
Right, exactly. So
which is important.
Very important in this particular one. I can't believe it. So that means we at this moment in time we only have 1, 2, possibly we possibly only have 2 more episodes left. That's it.
Wow.
I don't know. I can imagine it really ending. Honestly, I can imagine it ending, but
I don't think it's going to. I think they're going to do a movie that finishes it up. Like a lot of people were saying in the Discord that once the show is over, it's still going to have some loose ends, and then they'll do a big grand finale movie to tie everything up to keep in sync with the manga.
I guess, but my whole thing about that is like I feel like that's kind of a I wouldn't say dickish move, but it's kind of a messed up move for people that like I know it's a very probably a minor point, but it's something that somebody mentioned to me a long time ago is like, what about those people that can't make it to a movie theater, you know? Like some of the like particularly some people with conditions that they can only watch things at home or whatever, so they gotta wait. But I guess I don't know, it feels like but I guess, you know, I guess the answer to that is like, if you really want to know what's gonna happen, just read the manga like that, you know, like read the manga.
Are we surprised though that they're being dickish when they did did what they did to us between season 1 and freaking season 2?
True. I mean, that was just the writer wasn't further. He wasn't far enough to actually start season 2. Honestly, like he was still like literally he was still writing season 2 when season 1 was coming out. So I get it. That's an interesting.
Still a dick move.
I'm more surprised on how popular Attack on Titan got over 1 season. Like, so there were 2 movies, there was a theme park, there was a exhibition, there was so much going on. But yeah, very interesting. Man, I don't know, man. So this was interesting. Like, I think it all kind of like my biggest takeaway here is I feel like this is really putting things to the test here with Eren, basically. Like my loyalty to Mr. Jaeger is I wouldn't say waning, but it makes me feel so bad for Mikasa because, like, yo, this
dude, that was a crazy revelation. I mean, we've always wondered why she reacted that way, and then we get the little reveal that she's the the freaking queen of the Ackermans and like this whole country, and that was a huge like information dump. And then we get this, and it's like, nah, you're just a pawn, you're just a slave, your purpose is this, and it's always been this, and that's why that's the only reason why we've been friends. And that's fucking crazy,
right?
And, I love how they start as children, and now they're like young adults, and their whole friendship has been a lie this entire time. It's been a total lie.
Has it? I mean,
I think with the like, so speaking of Eren saying that, like, calling everyone out on their influences,
right,
on Armin and his influence with Bertolt and Mikasa, he needs to like acknowledge that he has to have some sort of influence.
Well, I don't think he's denying that. That's the thing. It's like, so like that's what I immediately thought the moment he called out Armin. He was like, yeah, look, Zeke knows all about this, and like you learn about this and you change into you are somewhat controlled by the people that you were before, that were you before, or whatever, had your power before. But my whole thing is the fact that like that's immediately I thought, okay, so you're basically, you turned into your father like a lot, and I think
I think it's the father. It's the father, and it's the Warhammer Titan. I feel like that whole family.
Interesting.
And like immediately I started to think of the, what is it, the Tiber family, and how
I didn't even really
very like that. Strict, and like, I mean, his whole speech was to like admit this crazy, this new truth to everybody. Like, that's pretty wild, and Eden's now doing some pretty wild things.
That's a good, interesting point.
Even though it wasn't him,
right? It wasn't Willie.
Right. It was the sister, but still, she had to have been like in agreement.
That's interesting. I didn't even really think about like what like I was honestly only just thinking about Grisha, his father, and the other Eren, the owl Eren, is like who's controlling who on that side. But he actually also has the founding Titan inside of him. And now the the Warhammer Titan, but I feel like he's still convicted. Like I feel like honestly it's only the owl and particularly Grisha that his father that's controlling him the most. Are there, if anything, they're in the same agreement of like, yo, like we need to put it into this, like we're done. Like I don't think there would be
I think the Tibers would be willing to put an end to it too.
I agree. Like, because that's what Willie he was talking about. He was like, he wants to stop this cycle, or stop the wheel basically. And so it's crazy, but it's just, the thing is, like, Eden's philosophy about being free and not being a slave, that's the most interesting thing. And I think that's why it hurt Mikasa so much, but he wasn't wrong, honestly. Like,
no. I mean, we saw it when Armin went to go punch him in the face, and she just reacted without thinking.
But it's just not. But it's like, it's not like, if anybody's like really, really upset over Eden, I'm like, you got to rewatch the series. Like, almost all the time, almost the entire time they grew up, Eden continually would get mad at Mikasa for being such a, like, we saw it kind of like a lovesick puppy or something. Like, used to just follow you would just follow Eren everywhere, and he would always be like, "Stop that, Mikasa! Stop doing that." And I mean, he wasn't wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, no. If you really go back and like almost every time, Mikasa would bring up something that felt like a relationship or some sort of love, or whatever. Eren always pushed her away or rejected her in some form or fashion. So
wow,
people want to believe that he loves her or something like that. But
that's what I always thought, that
really?
like they had this close bond.
Nah.
There's this like strange like bond and friendship and just trekking through the mud together.
This dude was a fucking psycho from like that. That's why I bring up that whole point with Mikasa's family getting killed. This dude was a fucking psycho even before his mom got eaten. Like that dude, like we watched it together. Like he like legit murdered people. Like he murdered people in the name of justice. But I'm like, that dude enjoyed it, man, a little too much. And like his whole thing was like he didn't like weak people. That's why he was screaming at Mikasa to fight, you know. And his whole thing was he used it in the name of justice. But you know that Eren was a little psycho way before his mom ever got eaten. Like it's crazy, man.
That we can agree on for sure. Yeah, from when we were watching. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, remember like when his dad asked him, "Why did you do that?" He was like, "What? I just rid the world of people that shouldn't even be considered human."
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
I was like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with this kid, man? So he
I think that influences him still, like that part of him still has an influence, and I think that like gives him his drive.
Yeah, definitely.
But I definitely think that the people he's eaten are definitely influenced. They're like manipulating that drive within him in a sense, without him realizing it. Because it kind of fits.
I would say, oh man, I don't know. Like, if anything, my whole theory is the fact that after he ate the Warhammer Titan, I noticed that he became plausibly like calmer for some reason, and a little more dead inside.
But he was like that before when we saw him in disguise. I mean, even though that was a disguise.
No, but that was him just chilling. Yeah, like that was him. Like that was because remember, he was like really angry when he was on the main when he was on Paradise Island, and he was like he was just pissed because he was like running out of time and was just like, yo, what the fuck, man, like we need to do something. And then he got really pissed because they wanted to basically impregnate Historia, and they wanted to turn Historia, like they were using her as cattle, and he was so fucking mad about that. So I don't think much of his thought process has changed but I noticed that after he came back, he just got colder. Like he just really was like and even coming up to Hanji, he was like, why?
It could have been the conversation he had with Zeke that we still have not seen what that conversation was really about. And apparently Zeke is saying that this, like putting his spinal fluid in the wine isn't even the real plan. So what the fuck is the real plan? That's what I want to know.
The plan is the rumbling. The plan is the partial rumbling.
But is Eren gonna agree? Would Eren?
So my thought, I still feel like Zeke is really he went deep cover this way, just so he can start the rumbling. But I feel like Zeke wants to do the rumbling to destroy all of Paradise, basically. Whereas Eren knows that, but Eren believes that he can outwit Zeke, outsmart Zeke during the rumbling. That's the best theory that I have, is the fact that because Eren is the founder, Zeke just knows how to do it. But literally, Eren has the power to do it. That's the difference. Wait. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So Zeke is the battery that can cause it, but Eden's the one with the hands on the steering wheel, essentially.
Yeah.
It's the same as when he touched Dinah, and was able to make it happen. Like, you know, she couldn't do that. She was just the battery that needed it. So, and because the only other thing I was thinking about was like, can Eren just go find Historia real quick, touch her, and cause? But he doesn't. I don't think he knows 100% how to create a rumbling, I guess.
What if he, with getting more and more like knowledge, what if he knows
how to do it?
Yeah.
But it seems like
based off of maybe like Warhammer's past memories.
I thought about that too, but it seems like it's still very vital for him to find Zeke. That's the thing. So, but now what I'm a little worried about is it looks like it's really going to come down between Levi and Eren, like, because
they've been setting it up. Now I'm thinking about their relationship. They've really been setting this up the whole time. Zeke is like rivalry. That you thought was like kind of like I felt like it was kind of friendly because they're on the same team, you know, but at the same time they're both kind of like outsider type of characters. They're both odd characters with their own quirks.
This was the same this is the same dude that kicked the shit out of him in the middle of court to prove that he was
I know that's what I'm saying. Like they have their own quirks, but that like it would never really have to come to that. I don't know, that's just me wishful thinking. Maybe they set it up this whole time.
I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna go down. Or was that whole battle or whatever with Armin and Eden on purpose? Like, was he slipping him information or whatever? I don't think so. I think he was just whooping his ass. But that is crazy. That was so sad to see. But I mean, it is kind of
that was heartbreaking.
I mean, people change though.
Man.
But what's crazy to me out of all of this, I'm just like this dude is beating the shit out of the Colossal Titan. like if he wanted to, if he really I know he wouldn't, but if he wanted to, he literally, that's setting off a nuke. Like he could take out everybody just in his transformation, and that's it. You know, it's crazy to me to see that. The whole stuff with Flock and
the Jaegerist, the Jaeger bomb.
The Jaegerist. I do want to see how that all kind of wraps up, because I do feel like the system is very, very dysfunctional, and though that setup, everything that we known from early seasons on was invalid. Like, or just not invalid, but just it's archaic.
Been thrown out the window.
Yeah, exactly. It's archaic. It's ignorant on top of that. It's not needed for the most part. I don't think that the Jaegerists are the answer, but there definitely needs to be some sort of change up in the system, because all those fat fucks were just drinking wine and thinking about how they could keep their positions and what have you not. So they didn't care about the longevity of how they can continue this lifestyle or whatever. But man, it's deep. It's getting deep. I guess 2 more episodes and that's it.
Then Peck is still outside. I can't get myself to forget that. She is watching the people get arrested and thrown into carriages, right? She's just like chilling. She's like, oh, this is interesting. There's a whole group of people that I could totally take advantage of.
I wonder if Zeke actually, but I think that the whole thing is she's trying to find Zeke and all the other things. But it is kind of funny that Adam was like, oh yeah, take them. Oh yeah, and that girl that killed Sasha, whatever. Like, I didn't forget about you, son. Like, I
wonder what's gonna happen to her now that she's seen this sort of conversation happening, you know,
right?
Like, is it gonna have a similar impact to what it had on what the fuck is his name? It's not Harold. Falco.
I'm wondering if the reason Falco and them, like, they felt it. All the Eldians felt it.
Yeah.
They felt Zeke scream, but they didn't transform because of the radius, actually.
Yes.
But
that means that they have his spinal fluid in them.
No. Like,
it was all the people that drank the wine.
Right. No, I know what you're saying. Falco reacted worse than everybody else, but remember, all the military people and people on the street, they felt it a little bit, but they didn't have the same reaction that Falco did. So
well, he's also like really badly hurt.
Yeah, but I know
I would want to rewatch that little section, because I feel like it's not one group feeling it more than the other. I just think it's his reaction, because they kind of know. Maybe they filled it. No, was he unconscious before that?
No, because and he talked. He said my whole body is burning up or whatever. And then Hanji was like, "What's up?" But people on the street were feeling it. I think it has more to do with a radius thing, and on top of the spinal fluid situation going on, because all those people like around him, around the trees, they transform, but I think it's a particular range situation. That's about it. But people could kind of feel it, like a little tingling, like or whatever. They won't transform, but they still felt it a little bit.
Yeah,
so it's a very interesting situation, the way that worked. But Levi still took care of it. That was crazy.
Woo! Now he's gonna have to kill. Levi's gonna have to kill more people now.
Yo, I don't know where,
because there's nobody left.
I don't know where the story is going. I mean, I have an idea, but man, in two episodes, I don't think so. We'll see. We shall see. All right, y'all. Full reaction is available on Patreon. Thank you so much for being part of this. Even with 17 minutes, there was still a lot to absorb, man. There is so much to absorb. It's crazy, man. We will talk to you guys next week on the next episode of Attack on Titan. Peace.
Bye.